Hey guys, Sandy here. Welcome back to my channel. Welcome back to Mixed Media Mayhem and 30 Days of Sketches. So I'm going to be scrapbooking these two photos. They are of some carved out bushes, topiaries, I guess, at one of the vineyards we like to go to. The Mixed Media Mayhem kind of recipe is this layout, and then the 30 Days of Sketches is this one by Jennifer Kane. So they're similar. So I'm going to work with the photos, work with some mixed media, try to incorporate the sketch. So let's see what I can do. All right, guys, so the sketch is going to be in the upper left-hand corner, and I am taking inspiration as well from the mixed media layout. So I have my falling leaves stencil here, and what I'm going to do is just run my blender brush right over the top of it. So this is just the ink that was already on my blender brush, and now I'm pulling out another ink color in New England Ivy and placing that over top of what I have already done. Now, I am not looking for full, complete 100% coverage on this. I am just looking to get kind of some cool looking leaves down here on the white paper. Fun fact, this white paper has already been cut down to an 11.5 by 11.5. And what that has done is allow me to place this on another mat. And what that is going to be is going to be the, wow, words fail me, the khaki colored cardstock. So gone ahead and done that. And now what we're going to do is tear this, and I'm going to ink the edges. So this edge is really easy to ink because the paper has torn really easily that way. I am going to go back to the other side, and I'm going to go ahead and tear it the opposite direction, so I have that torn edge on this one as well, and then I'm going to ink that up. So after I do that, we're going to go ahead and glue this sucker down to the khaki colored cardstock. Now this is a very thin cardstock, but it is textured. I honestly have no idea where it even came from. Obviously like my stash, but I have no idea what manufacturer it was at all. So I'm going to place this down, and then I have this little bit of green ribbon here. Pretty sure this was a Making Memories ribbon. Do you guys remember Making Memories from way back in the day? I am going to place that down. My original thought was to have the ribbon peeking out of the torn edge, but I decided that I liked it better off to the side here. Now I do glue down the ribbon on the back side of the layout. However, I'm going to washi tape that bad boy down because I want to make sure that it stays and like the ribbon's not going to fray off the edge of my page. So I have a couple of 6x6 papers here. These two are close to my heart, and then I'm pulling out some My Mind's Eye wood grain ones. And what I am going to do is trim that one down as well. So my photos are trimmed down to 4 by 5 3/4. Just because I want to be able to use those 6x6 papers, and my 6x6 papers have been trimmed down as well, so they are 6 by 4 1/4. I'm going to do some messy matting on these, and then I'm going to also go ahead and kind of make these photos touch and kind of overlap each other. Because, you know, I'm thinking that this will be good. I do realize I'm covering up a whole bunch of the leaves that I inked and stenciled, you guys, but it's fine. Like, it's not stressing me out. I am going to grab these acetate leaves. They are from 49 and Market, and I am going to just tuck those in under the two photos, and I'm also going to put it over here on the left hand side, where what this is going to do is give me a little bit of a place to add some fun, right? Like, originally I was thinking my title was going to end up over here. It doesn't. Spoiler alert, it ends up somewhere else. I am going to use these die cuts, and I think that these die cuts might have come from a Love from Lizzie card kit. Not exactly sure. I can't remember exactly if that's where they came from, but they work out perfectly for this layout. Now, on some of these guys, I am going to pop them up on some pop foam, and some of them are just going to be flat on the page. What that's going to do is give me a little bit of texture, a little bit of lift and dimension on the layout. You don't need a super ton of it to really just add that extra little bit. Now, I will tell you that I did kind of struggle if I was going to go ahead and put more flowers on here. And this one up here on this upper left corner bit, this one really gave me a fit, you guys, like a super fit. I kept messing around with it. I kept changing it. It just wasn't doing what I wanted it to do. I didn't like the way that it was laying off the edge of the page at all. Ultimately, I end up trimming it down and placing it against the edge of the white paper. And what that does is makes my heart happy. Like, I don't feel like something is funky there anymore. It feels like it flows. So that makes me happy, right? Like, you want things to flow on your layout, and you want them to like make sense in your own head. So I am off looking for title options because I really wasn't exactly sure what I was putting down on here. I wanted to use some little letters, but I did not have the right colors. And then I wanted to use some pre-made words, and that wasn't working either. It was like every single option I was picking didn't really make a whole heck of a lot of sense for the layout that I had going on. I mean, which is fine. Like, I could have gone with something, I guess, a little bit different. But ultimately, I find these Jelly Bean Soup foam letters, and I go ahead and use those, and I'm going to layer it right on up over top of that photo. Now, if that gives you heart palpitations, you're not going to do that. You're going to leave your little photos free and clear of stuff on top of them. So now I'm going to find a couple tile letters, and I'm going to spell out the word so, which I say a lot apparently, but that's fine. And I'm going to put it down so that the title of the layout is So Good. I'm not going to journal on this layout, you guys. This is part of our wine trolley tour that we did last year for our anniversary. So there's going to be lots of it going on. So I don't feel the need to journal on every single layout. I am going to use these little silver dots from the Paper Studio, and I put 3 around kind of almost every cluster here. And then I decide that that's not enough. It just feels like the silver dots are kind of just like there. They're just like, here we are. and it needed a little bit more. So I decided to match up a tiny dot next to the regular dot. And that is going to do it for this layout, you guys. Please check out everyone who is playing along with Mixed Media Mayhem today, and also be sure to check out the 30 Days of Sketches playlist. Thanks so much for joining me, you guys. I will see you again real soon for another video.